Hello, this will be the tutorial for lesson number 8. So please make sure that you scroll until you see it. Here it is. It is 11 puzzles long. Let's go ahead and begin with number 1. When it is your turn, please watch this video. It will tell you about this character who you will be controlling, and it'll tell you the blocks that you will be using to tell him where to go, how many degrees to turn, and how large of a line to draw. When it is finished, please continue. Click continue at the bottom. So puzzle number 2 asks you to play around with these blocks just to see what they do. So for example, I'm going to go ahead and put the first one on there. It says move forward by 100 pixels. And if you click run, you will see him draw a line exactly 100 pixels long. I'm going to go ahead and take this and remove it and put the second one on. This one says turn right by 90 degrees. So if you take a look at him specifically, when you click run, he will turn to the right by 90 degrees. Now, if you change the number 90, you have several different choices here. If I choose 45 degrees and click run, he still turned. He still turned to the right, but he didn't turn as far as he did a moment ago because this is actually fewer degrees than a moment ago. Again, a moment ago it was 90. Take a look at him here. You can see that he's facing straight down. Let's go ahead and remove this. Try the next one. It's the same block, but it says turn to the left, like that. If I try the next one, it says jump forward by 100 pixels. In this case, it means that he will move 100 pixels, but he will not draw anything. And then the next block, I'm going to use a move block here because we are going to use color. This one says set color and then move forward. So the line will be red, or you can manually change it to something else. The next block, however, is even better. It says set color, random color, which means he will draw a line, but the color will be a surprise. And it should be a different color each time. And because it is set to random, you do not know what color will come out. And finally, there is a repeat loop, but we don't need to worry about that one right now. When this is your turn, please try at least one or two of these blocks out, and when you are ready to continue, click finish, and then continue. Here is puzzle number 3, the first one where you actually have to perform something, and the directions say, let's make a cage for my pet monster. Drag blocks onto the screen to have the artist draw over the gray lines in the picture. Each line is 100 pixels long. So 2 of the lines have already been done. Your job is to complete this gray line and this gray line. You do have a 4-block limit, and we already have 1 block here. And also there was a box here just a moment ago pointing to this toggle, which can make your artist draw either slower or faster. And when this is your turn, you will have permission to turn it to whatever speed you want. But since I really want you to be able to see what's going on, I'm going to turn it to its slowest speed right there. Now, in order to solve this puzzle, please pay attention to the direction that your artist is already looking. He is already looking this way. So the first thing I'm going to do is have him move forward by 100 pixels. This will make him draw a line that is 100 pixels long, like this. Now, in order for him to draw the line going south, I need to focus on his face. And right now his face is still looking this way. So I'm going to make him turn so he's looking this way. I'm going to make him turn to the right by 90 degrees. Watch his head this time. And he turned. Now he looks like he's ready to draw this last line. So let's make him move forward by 100 degrees. And that's it. Click continue. Number 4 is a video, and it does talk about using loops. So when it is your turn, please watch this video. And when it finishes, click continue. I'm going to go ahead and make this bigger. Now the directions here say, this spaceship needs a window. Each side of the inner square is 100 pixels and all of the angles are 90 degrees. So each line of this square is going to require a move forward by 100 pixels and a turn right by 90 degrees. We do have an 8-block limit and we've already used 3. So we're going to use these 2 blocks for each line in the square. So this is the first line. Now let's do the next line. So another move forward by 100 and another turn right by 90. This will be 2 full lines. 1, 2. Let's add a third line. And don't forget the turn. This will be 3 full lines. 1, 2, and 3. Now you'll notice that at the very end, we're asking him to turn, so he is ready to go. Please notice that we have an 8 block limit and we're already at 7, so we can only add one more block, make it a move forward by 100 pixels. This will complete the square. Good. Click continue. Here is puzzle number 6. Similar to the last puzzle, except this time instead of a square, we have a triangle. So we will only need these 2 lines 3 times. Since this, for the square, this was 1 line, and we ended up repeating this a total of 4 times. For a triangle, we will only need to repeat this a total of 3 times. So there's the first line. Here's the second line. Again, this is for the second line. And at the end, he turns and he's ready to draw the last one. We do have a 6 block limit and we're already at 5, which means we can only add one more. So let's just make him draw that line by adding a move forward by 100 pixels. Click continue. Here is puzzle number 7. It is a challenge puzzle. Please click I am ready. So this puzzle is no more difficult than the ones that we've just completed, except that there are different angles involved and different size lines. The directions are challenge. This pet's name tag is a special shape. Can you figure out how to draw the outline? The long side is 150 pixels and each of the short sides are 75 pixels. We do have a 12 block limit, so this program will be a little bit longer than any of the ones that we have done so far. Plus, we have some lines that are longer and some lines that are shorter. The longer ones will be 150 pixels, the shorter ones will be 75. Take a look at your artist. He is ready to go this way, so we're going to make him draw that first line. However, right now it says move forward by 100 pixels. So if we click run, that line is not long enough. Now, we were told at the very beginning that the long side will be 150 pixels, so we need to change this number manually from 100 to 150. Make that change, reset, run it again, and you'll notice that this time he did in fact draw the line correctly. Now he is standing at a corner, and I am going to tell you this right now. Since this is a closed shape, every turn will be a turn to the right. Every single turn. So I'm going to go ahead and get a turn right. Now, right now it says turn right by 90 degrees. Let's see if that is okay. Keep your eyes on his head. Now it looks like he's ready to go straight down. And that is in fact what's going on. We don't want this. We don't want him to turn that far. We want him to turn far enough so that he can do this line. So we need to alter the number 90. And in this case, we're going to change it to 45. And keep your eyes on his head again. So he turns by 45 degrees, and now it looks like he's ready to draw this next line. Now this will be a short line. So if we add a move forward by 100 pixels, that's going to be too long. Way too long. Now up here, we were told the short sides are 75 pixels. So we need to manually change that number to 75 and run it again. Now he is standing at a corner again, and he's going to have to take a turn. And I did tell you earlier that on this shape, every turn will be a turn to the right. So let's grab another turn to the right. Right now it says turn right by 90 degrees. We're going to leave it like that until we decide that we like it or don't like it. So keep your eyes on his head. Looks good. Looks like he's ready to draw this next line. So let's make him draw this next line. This is a short side. So we're going to add a move forward, but we are going to change it to 75 because it is a short side. Try it again. Good. Now he is at a corner, so we're going to do a turn to the right. We're going to leave it at 90 for now, but we're probably going to have to change that. Run it again, and let's see how far he turns his head. Now he looks like he turned it too far. It looks like he's ready to go up this way. And the way to test that is to add another line. Again, this is just so we can see if he's ready to draw this way or if he's going to draw in the wrong direction. Here's the last line. And I was right. Instead of turning and going this way, he actually turned too far and went this way. Now, this happened because of the number 90. It should not have been 90. It should have been 45. Good. Now, this very bottom line here did not go far enough because we didn't change this number from 100. It should be 150. So change this number to 150. Just about done with the shape. He is at another corner, so make him turn right again. Leave it at 90 for now until we decide we like it or don't like it. Keep your eyes on his head. And it's too far. It looks like he's ready to go straight up. So let's change this to a 45. Good. Now it looks like he's ready for this one, and that is a short line, so move forward by 75. This time I am going to move this up a little bit so he goes faster. Now he is at one last corner, so make him turn to the right by 90. And we're going to leave that for now as a 90 until we decide we don't like it. We're going to add the very last line and change that to a 75 since it is a short line. That brings us to a total of 12 out of 12. Let's see if we like it. Good. Click continue when you're done. Here is puzzle number 8. The directions are you can create this star by looping a sequence of move forward and turn right by 144 degrees. So I heard the word loop, so let's go ahead and do that. And it said move forward and turn right by 144, like that. Now this block up here determines how thick the line is, which is why it looks really thick here. So we're going to leave that line as is. Also, the repeat loop has the number 4 in it, so that means that it will draw exactly 4 lines. Let's see if that is enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that was not enough. Let me slow this down so you can see it again. Because of the loop and having the number 4, he's going to draw 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is not enough, so go in here and change that number to 5. It's a little bit faster. Good. Now, before continue, I'm gonna hit replay because the one thing that is missing is the fact that each of these lines is not supposed to be black. They are supposed to be random colors, and that is the block that's called set color random color. We are going to add the set color random color block, and we're going to put it inside the loop in the first position. Now, please keep your eye on the number 5 right here. When I add this block, you'll notice something very interesting. This number did not change to 6. This is a special block that does not alter the total number of blocks inside your program. So now this time when we click run, each of the 5 lines will be a different color. Very good. Click continue. Here's puzzle number 9. It looks like a staircase pattern or a zigzag pattern. The directions say, loops sure make writing code easier. Use loops to draw this staircase. Each stair step is 50 pixels long and 50 pixels tall. you will need to turn 90 degrees in each direction. So again, I heard the word loop, so let's get the loop ready. Now, because this is a staircase pattern or a zigzag pattern, you will need exactly 4 blocks to be repeated over and over again. Here they are. Move forward by 50. In this case, we're going to turn to the right. Then we're going to move forward by 50 again. And finally, we're going to turn to the left. Please note, since it is a staircase pattern or a zigzag pattern, we have 2 lines, one moving horizontal, one moving vertical. But the turns, it's also important to note that they are opposite. Since this is a turn right, this will be a turn left. I repeat, since it is a staircase or a zigzag, one turn will be one direction, the other turn will be the opposite direction. So let's add this. Right now it has the number 3. We're going to leave the set width block there by itself. Let's see if the number 3 is going to be sufficient. I'm going to make this a little bit faster. And 1, 2, and 3. So that was definitely sufficient. Was there anything else that we needed to do? No, the color is perfectly fine. Let's run it one more time. And click continue. And this will be puzzle number 10. And puzzle number 10 looks exactly like the previous one, just a little bit longer. I'm going to make this a little bit longer here. It says this is the exact same program from puzzle number 9. And if we run it, you'll notice that he does in fact go 3 steps. I also want you to notice that that is exactly halfway. And that was with the number 3. So if that's exactly halfway for the number 3, then the whole way would be a total of 6. Click continue. Here's puzzle number 11, the last one of the unit, and it is a challenge one, but don't worry, it's easier than you think. We do have a very, very long program here. It does say that there are 18 blocks, but if you look at it carefully, it looks like a lot more than 18 blocks, doesn't it? The reason why it looks a lot longer, but only 18, is because of the dark blue block called set color, random color. If you remember correctly, this block does not affect the total number of blocks. So if we were to remove each of these dark blue ones, this number would stay at 18. So right now, this program looks like this. What you are being asked to do is, can you draw the exact same picture, but using only a total of 5 blocks? Well, the way to do that is to remove this over here and see if you can recognize where the pattern repeats over and over and over again. Can you identify the portion of the program that is being repeated? And it just so happens to be right here. Notice where I'm breaking it. You should be noticing that each of these groups is identical to the other ones. So here comes the next question. First and foremost, please make sure with your own eyes that each of these groups is identical to all of the other groups that you see here. Do they all have a set color random color block? Yes. Do they all have a move forward by 80 pixels? Yes. Do they all have a turn right by 45 pixels? Yes. So now we're going to go ahead and get our repeat loop. And what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to take one of these groups and put it inside. Just one of them. Just one. Now, the number here says 4. Let's see if that is sufficient. And it is not. The number that should be here should not be a 4. It should be however many of these groups we have. So let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are actually 8 groups. So let's change that number 4 to an 8. Notice that we are at 5 out of 5. Run it again. And it works. Now, because that is the last puzzle in this unit, you will get to this page that has a picture of a certificate. Please do not do anything here. You are welcome to close code and carry on.